Is there a reliable way to find out how your cat truly feels about you? It turns out, yes, cats do not use words, so they have learned to show each other everything through body language. I will tell you about 6 signs, and if you see even one of them, consider it as a call to make some changes in your relationship. Before we start, be sure to subscribe to our channel. So, the first and most reliable sign. Imagine that your friends have come over and the cat enters the room. Pay attention to its tail. If the cat holds its tail horizontally, or it is lowered, or, heaven forbid, dragging on the floor as it enters, this is a significant indicator that your cat has very negative feelings about everything going on. In the apartment, for instance, it might not like the company of your friends or relatives. If you notice the tail tucked under the body, it is a clear sign that your cat is not just uncomfortable, it is scared. On the other hand, a high tail is a flag of joy for a cat. If your cat walks around the apartment in your presence with its tail held vertically, it is not only feeling good, it is delighted to be near you. Another interesting thing, have you ever seen a cat with a trembling tail? This is truly a rare occurrence. This little quirk is easy to mistake for fear or discomfort, but in fact, a trembling cat's tail is a sign of pure and genuine joy. Yes, when the cat's tail vibrates or trembles, they are not just happy, they are on cloud 9. The second sign, grooming. Cats are known for their cleanliness, but they prefer not to tend to their hygiene when an unpleasant person is in the room. Why is this so? It is because the cat feels it is being watched or threatened, and it always stops grooming when this sensation arises. A disliked person comes in, the cat stops grooming, they leave, the cat resumes. Pay attention to whether your cat grooms itself in your presence and does not stop doing so. When you enter the apartment, grooming is a way for cats to calm themselves after unpleasant situations. So, if your cat immediately starts to groom itself intensely after you hug or pet it, the meeting was difficult or perhaps even stressful. Naturally, the cat may try to get rid of an unpleasant smell, but if it starts to groom very intensely, then something is not quite right. The third sign, biting. Let us start by saying that not all bites are bad. You should understand that mother cats usually teach their kittens to control the strength of their bite. But when a bite is strong and happens without warning, your kitten is likely either afraid of you or, for some reason, angry with you. The fourth sign, wanting to run away when you enter the room. If your cat constantly tries to hide when you enter, this suggests it feels unsafe or stressed in your presence. You see, a cat is an animal that instinctively perceives itself either as prey or as a predator. When it feels threatened, its instinctive reaction is to flee. This instinct can be so strong that even the familiar home environment cannot suppress the desire to escape if the cat senses a threat. Now let us move on to the cat's face. The fifth sign, flattened ears, licking of lips and nose. First, wild cats flatten their ears to blend in better with their surroundings, making themselves less visible to both predators and prey. If your cat flattens its ears when you approach or try to pet it, this is a clear sign of anxiety. If an approaching hand feels like a threat, besides flattened ears, you may notice something else interesting. Some cats start to lick their lips or nose. It is similar to how people might bite their nails or squirm in their seat. So, cats also lick their lips and nose to calm themselves when they feel uncomfortable or nervous. And the last sign, the gaze. If your furry pet constantly avoids making eye contact with you, this is a sign that it may not be too thrilled with your presence. This behavior is based on their survival instincts, which involve staying reserved and avoiding confrontation. You likely understand that a direct gaze implies a threat. Naturally, there should be no other signs because, for example, if the cat is scared, its ears are flattened, and it will be watching you closely to react and flee immediately if needed. However, if the cat does not show other signs but still avoids looking you in the eyes, then something is still off. And subscribe to the channel so you do not miss much more exciting content.